it is already April. April's block party. I can't believe it. Where is this year going? It's so much fun. But we have a fun pattern for you. I really like it. You ready to see it? Yes. Look, no Teresa. Who's going to help me? It's Lana. See, you just got volunteered, huh? Okay, your job is really easy. We're just going to kind of lift this together, and then the class is going to go, ooh, good. You ready? Okay, that's your corner. This is mine. 1, 2, 3, go! Woo! Ah, isn't that nice? Patty Wood did this. Yeah, Patty Wood did this, and she put a little bit of a unique border around the outside edge. It's just 2 fabrics. I cannot believe how much work she did on it, but it's really fun to do. And the pattern is called? This is like a traditional kaleidoscope. Very, very traditional, don't you think? With just the 2 colors. And if you see in the TV, you can really see the circles, huh? You can see how they're going, swirling around. Okay, so I'm going to pick out, let me see. Okay, so this one I'm calling the star center. Okay, the star center, you can see that, right? And then off to here you see star points, I hope. Do you see star points going off on all 4 points? This is really hard for me to look in the TV and draw it. That's what the weathermen do. But anyhow, there's 2 different blocks in it. And on the star center, let me see. Okay, where's the star center? Yep, the star center, the corner triangles are dark. Remember, it's dark on light, right? Dark on light. And then the one beside it, the one with the points, this one, it's light on dark. So you make the basic part all the same, but you just change the corner colors. Got it? Ooh, you're going to have to think. You're going to have to think a lot. And let's look at Patty's pretty quilting on it because it's very nice. I like the nice, quiet backing. Very, very pretty. All right, pass it on. Good job. Okay, now you get this one. Okay, so I'm going to have you look in your pattern on page 2 and 3. Okay, 2 and 3. And oh my gosh, the quilting. Let's show you the quilting first. Look at that. Mary Jo Rembolt did that for me. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. And on the front, you see the overall pattern, And it's just 9 blocks. It's very simple. It's very quick. It is so quick that it took me 20 years to finish this. And once I got to it, I did both in a night. But I just want to show you, in 1996, I did this book, The Kaleidoscope. So that makes me 20 years, right? And this looks like that on the back, right? But, you know, I was just telling everybody, when I was doing graduate work, I went to Penn State campus in Pennsylvania. I was very near the Amish. Lots of fun to see the way they live and work and just to be there with them. But definitely, so this one's called the overall pattern. And you get the next one, Lana. You didn't think you were done, did you? Okay, this is for you, and you'll see the difference. And now Lana has the one that has edge blocks around it. And it really centers around that center star, doesn't it? It's very, very pretty. I like, look at it in the camera. And this one, Mary Jo did black thread and just really did a beautiful curve. And you can see the different blocks. There's actually 3 different blocks, but in this one, there's only 2. The corner block here, and then this is the side, and that finishes off the point on the star. So that's the star center. And you can show your back too. It is hard to see. But you know what? They can still see it. They can still see it. She did both very, very fast. And then the border. And I gave you yardage just in case. The kaleidoscope part, this part comes from 5-inch strips. 5-inch strips. That's your test. You're going to have a test later on. And it tells you how much that you can add. Describes all about it. All right. So, did you see it enough? Yes. Good?
Beautiful.
Take it away. Thank you. Thank you. I really like it. Okay, now let me see which one. Okay. So, I have to see where we are. So, turn the page. Beep. Beep. Okay, and I'm going to get these 2 blocks over here. Teresa made such nice, neat piles for me. So, you going to help me?
Yes.
I like the back. You're going to get paid really big.
Okay.
You know that. Okay, so this is Teresa's. Wow, very traditional. We call this traditional kaleidoscope again. It's 2 blocks, and you have to, when I look in the TV, look how cool that is. You can really see all of the circles and all of the motion. But it's actually made with 2 different blocks too. This one, this is going to be the star center. Let us see. Okay, this looks like a good star center, huh? A star center with the 4 red, and then the corners are white, the white background. Okay, white on black. Okay, light on dark, light on dark. Remember that. Okay, that's the center. And then the second one is the star points. Thank you. See, you learned. You're a fast study, huh? Okay, this is the second one, the star points, and the light kaleidoscope with the dark corners. And what we did, when I did this 20 years ago, I hated taking these blocks and sewing them together and having them match here, right? 20 years later, I've gotten smarter. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now, except I don't have the 2 different ones. So look, we press these seams in opposite directions, okay? Here it goes in towards the dark. Here it goes away from the light, okay? So, yeah, so they're going to lock together when you sew your blocks. Is that a good improvement?
Yes.
Were they correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I said it right.
Yeah.
And do you see in your book, do you see it even tells you that?
Yeah.
It tells you that, how to do it, and the yardage is there. Okay, we're doing good. Teresa did that one. Show the back, because I think it's really nice. Really, really interesting. Isn't that nice? It's a nice backing. And then some simple quilting. Okay, so we will go back and we'll do the technique for those, but keep on going, keep on going. This one I did, aren't you impressed? I got to do a quilt.
I love the backing.
You love the backing. Oh my gosh. The backing is from my stash in Julian. It is my sister Judy's, and my sister Judy's been gone about 3 years now, and I'm still using her backing stash. I love it. And so that's the fun thing. You do things that you probably wouldn't do. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I really like that. You want to see the front? Ta-da! Christmas, yeah, it's not actually Christmas. It's floral, but it is kind of like Christmas colors. The line is from Robin Pandoff. How many of you remember Robin Pandoff? Yeah, see, not remember her. She's still around. How many of you know Robin Pandoff? Well, you know, I'm just like everybody else. You have like this hero that your heart goes like this, you know, whenever you're meeting somebody famous. I was just like that when I met Robin Pandoff. And I will never forget, she gave me a cookie that she baked herself. It's the little things. Anyhow, at one time they had 6-inch strips, and Orion bought them for me. the 6-inch strips, and I never did anything until this quilt. I took a 6-inch strip and trimmed it back an inch to 5 inches. And in this quilt, there's 13 half strips, 13 5-inch half strips dark, and 13 half strips medium. So it was really fun to do. So this one would be the center, right? The center star, and then this is the points, and it's the points off of all of the stars around it. So it was just really fun to do. I see that red one. I had to have that red. But
You need a design wall.
oh yeah, I did. I did it on a design wall. You need a design wall. But on this one, I used the background on both blocks corner triangles. And if you look on page 11, you'll see it right there. You'll see the 2 blocks that I did. And I will spend some time and show you how to get those blocks, because it really was fun. I had such a great time. Okay, since I had just 6-inch strips, I took what I had left over. I cut one of the 6-inch strips in half and did a little border around it, and notice that I did just a scrappy binding. That's almost what you have to do if you have a jelly roll or something like that, because you can't ever find yardage to match it. So I'm getting more into scrappy bindings. And this one, this is just like a wall hanging. It's just very small, but I really like it. Should have a casing in it. All right, take it away. We're going through the book, huh? Okay, so keep on looking, and then you see, actually, page 16 is the quilt called Sunset, and that is Teresa's on the back wall, so you guys can take a good close look at that one. And it's my fabric line. Woo, we have boats. Okay, that's the cue to run in from the store. Bolts. She's not paying attention. She's ignoring me. Anyhow, you know, we told you about the last time. Showed you some of it, and somebody said, I think you should let us pre-order. Well, you pre-ordered, and we're almost out of it, and we tried to order more, and we can't even get any more right now.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's wonderful.
Is that cool? Did you order, Sally? I hope you ordered.
That's great.
Cool. But anyhow, that's good. It's going.
Are you going to have layer cakes and jelly rolls?
You know, I think that if Benertex doesn't make them, I think Martha can. We are? We're going to have them? Orion knows David better at Benertex.
Can we pre-order those yet, or? Yes. All I saw was the fabric on
So
the
technically, we're not supposed to be selling it.
Oh!
Right now, the fabric
Shh. Nobody can hear you.
is 5-inch, the layer cakes and the jelly. They're in Kentucky.
Oh,
We shipping them from them.
everybody out there wants to know what he's saying, huh? It's good stuff, huh? It's really good stuff. But anyhow, oh, Michelle, can you bring in some of the bolts of Forever Love? Just come in here and just strut.
Bring my sample that I made, but
Oh,
Judy still has it.
oh, well, anyhow, on the back, on page 16, that is Teresa's quilt that you see on the back wall out of Forever Love. And this one, Angie did. She's in our customer service. And she doesn't usually make our quilts, but this one she did. Ooh, pretty blues, huh? Okay, so I'm going to tip over and show you. And you can see the edge blocks. This is the corner block. This is the point block. And then there's just plain one in between right here. And they're all just blocks exactly the same size as the star center and the star points. Just gives you a lot of background if you like to have room to quilt. You can just put it all in there. And if you look on page 17, those 3 blocks are are named, pointed out, and then it shows how to make them on page 18 and 19. Woo! And on 21, you can doodle and do your own thing. Oh my goodness, guess what? Patty's quilt is on page 23, and this is all that I can show you. She went on the road this afternoon. The nerve of her, she took her quilt with her.
Shame.
That's rude.
That is rude. I could not believe it when she ran in. But anyhow, I just put it in there as more creative way of doing a kaleidoscope. I didn't put any yardage in. Oh, no. But this is it. See the 5 blocks across the bottom underneath? There's 5 blocks across the bottom, and it tells how many to make. If you guys can count, you can get you can get 18 triangles out of 1 5-inch strip. How's that? And I think you can almost probably get just, even like fat quarters. Out of a fat quarter, if you take a fat quarter, you can get 3 5-inch strips, right? So that's enough to make 3 5-inch strips. You can make out of 1 medium and 1 dark 5-inch strip, you can make 1 block. So out of a fat quarter, you can make 3 blocks. Okay, 5 times 3 is 15. How wide is a fat quarter? So 18 take away 15 leaves you 3 inches. And what do you do with the 3 inches? Binding. Got it all. So are you stroking this?
I am. It's really soft.
It's just lovely. Look, you almost dressed to go with it. But see if you just put like this one and this one together. And these two look good together too, don't they? So we didn't get little kits done, but we have fat quarters. Fat quarters. Thank you, Lana. That's great. I didn't say that. Yeah, I did. Okay, so do you want to see how to do it? Yes. Yeah? Okay, so this is why we did this. Because the last block party, we convinced you to pick up a kaleidoscope ruler with the spider web, right? And you've been wondering, what am I supposed to do with this ruler? So now you know. Okay, Orion's falling apart here. Okay, I did 2 things. I put glow line tape at 5 inches, okay? 5 inches I put in the glow line tape. And then, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. My little quilt. I want to see it. Last night I started it. I got up this morning at 5 and finished it. We sent it to Judy Jackson. Pays to know people.
Yeah, there was
And she quilted it and bound it.
Is that the one I was going to next day air it?
Yeah, now you don't have to next day. I'm going to put it in my suitcase. Okay, just open it up. I'm doing a little lesson on, and show me. We're doing a little lecture on AccuQuilt. No, actually a lesson. And those blocks took me 4.5 hours to do on the AccuQuilt. And I even ate lunch. But that looks really good. Wow, Carol, thank you for bringing it back.
Sure.
Did you just stand there and wait while she did it?
No, I went home and had supper.
Oh, that's good.
Then
That-
she called me. Well,
that-
actually, I forgot my phone, and her phone died, so it kind of went through my husband. So
Okay.
we got together.
Thank you for doing that. That's great. Cool. That's really a quilt in a day, huh? Okay. Kaleidoscope ruler, 5-inch line. I didn't put Invisigrip on this because it's easy to knock it off, but you don't want your ruler to slide, so we've been using those fabric grips more. And they're almost invisible. They work really nice. Your ruler doesn't slide whenever you use it. So it works really, really good. All right, so we got that. And now I am going to follow directions on page 6. Page 6. I'm going to do another kaleidoscope. Oh, look, almost gone already. Okay, so one strip. This is going to, pardon me?
Turn it around so you can cut from the other side.
Oh, you're so smart. Darn it. Start with the salvage. Okay, so this is going to be my light, or actually, I should say my medium. It's going to be my medium. I'm going to cut pairs. So I'm going to put a dark right sides together to it. This, I love it whenever you can just cut stuff and not even open it. Just take it right to the sewing machine and go. So the purpose of the glow line tape is to line it up across the bottom of the strip. This is not a good cut on the second one, but it worked, right? So I've got one kaleidoscope already, so then you just pick it up, and this is the kind of quilting that you don't waste one little smidgen. You just keep on turning it up and down, up and down. You know what, I do really like those fabric grips. I'm very excited because Orion would never let me use Invisigrip because it created a blinding light. But this one doesn't, right? No glare. Oh, this is so cool. All right, so you really only need 4 pairs for a block. But if you want to do those little points, then continue cutting the whole way across the strip. You just need 4 more for the points. So you can get a total of 8, you can get 9. The only thing is I never can figure out what to do with the 9th one. What do? You just put together a real scrappy looking quilt, huh? Okay, so it's a 1/4 inch seam. You really want to have your stiletto handy. And it's not a scant quarter. Okay, so look at that. Teresa even put my pieces right in front of me, all ready to go. She really wanted the night off. But she forgot to turn on my machine, and I did too. I can't wait to see what happens. Oh, we probably need to have electricity. Finally, it goes, Aria. All right, okay, I am ready finally. Anyhow, I was just going to tell you, whenever you meet like just a man on the street or whatever, and he says, okay, well, what do you do? And I say, oh, I have a company called Quilt in a Day, and they want to go real funny. Oh, so you just go like this, real fast, huh? That's what I was about ready to do. Okay, so anyhow, let's just go ahead. I'd say that I switched from going straight into the point, which it honestly, it works just fine. You don't eat the point. Watch, as soon as I say that, I'll eat the point. But right here at the bottom, I notice that because it's on the bias, the top one tends to shift. So watch, be careful, don't let it shift. You want to keep the bottom edge lined up. Very, very important. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. And how many of you did do spider web? Did you do spider web? Only a couple of you? So did the rest of you not do it because you were intimidated or didn't have time? No answer? Don't be afraid of this. They're easy to do, and this one is just as easy. It's very, very easy. Okay, I'm just going to do 4 because I have more from this morning's class. Ta-da! Okay, on page 7, at step number 2, we put the word always in bold because you want to press the seams correctly so that the seams lock together in the end. So I'm telling you, always put your stitching across the top, put your wide end on the right. And then it's very, very natural just to set the seam and then just open and press into it. And what I really carefully press is the very tip. Because if you put a fold in there, it's really hard. You know, it's hard to get it all locked together. So, all right. Is that good? And I have my handy, oops, I'm going to do it here. This has to stay at the iron. My gizmo, now that I started using this, I've had a gizmo for years, but now I'm really using it. And I can't do without my gizmo now. It's just funny, you know, what you do. Okay, so now I've got the 4, and right on step number 3, it says to trim. And I'm going to put these real nice so Teresa can sew them tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm traveling. We're starting off. Okay, so you trim off that tip, and I found out it really works good if you just put your ruler right back on there and just trim off that tip so you can continue. Tomorrow I'm flying to St. Louis to do a photo session with Baby Lock. And we'll be there, I'll be there until Friday, and then we're renting a car in St. Louis and driving to Paducah. So there's a lot going on. All right, so now I found out different that I like to do just half of them, because you've got this straight line. You don't have to have any tips hanging over or anything like that. You have 2 halves. So just get them all lined up right at the top, and they are set up now. So they lock together. Okay, so right up here, I just pick them up, line them up at the top. This is the toughest part, right? So if you feel them and they're flat, they're locked. If there's any kind of a little bump, they're probably not locked. Okay, so now let's get going. Whoop. So start out slow, keep the ends, remember you want to keep them even. So second set, see, this isn't bad, right? Don't be afraid of it. Okay, right behind, line up the edge, and even here, make sure they're all lined up. And right along. So when you press these, it's exactly the same. You put the wide end on your right, stitching across the top, set the seam, open, and now you don't even have to think, okay, which way am I supposed to press this? I like that iron. It's not hot yet, anyhow. Okay. Okay, so now you want to, let me put it like this. Okay, so if we want to swirl these seams, see that right there? Ooh, Eric, you can show them. So if that's not like that, there's no way it's going to look really good in the end. It's got to look just like that. So when you flip the right sides together, you see that the top is naturally going up and the underneath is just going down, because that's the way you pressed them. Now you don't have to think. And so it's all set up so that if you stitch right across here, it's going to be real perky on the front side. That's what we like, real perky. So I'm expecting you guys are all going to try this by next month. Yeah. So Sally, you said yes, you had the Kaleidoscope 20 years ago? Yeah, and I'm sure you made some? Right. You did?
Yes, I like it. It's fun.
It is, it's fun. And you can really be creative. Patty Had such a great time with her quilt. Okay, right here. I'm really careful. Watch your seams don't flip out. Make sure you hold them flat with the stiletto and just go right across there. Ooh. Okay, Eric, let me look first. Ooh. Ooh. Pretty good. Okay, so first of all, look where it crossed. That's exactly where I wanted you to cross. See? Right there. And then you open it up and you go, ooh, look at that. Ooh. So it's really easy when everything locks. Very, very easy. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my stiletto and take out the straight stitches. Seam ripper. Ooh, wait till you see what I have. Isn't this beautiful? Ooh, my son gave this to me. So, see, I have a gold stiletto and a silver seam ripper so I don't get mixed up. He goes, oh my gosh, my mom is getting old. We got to help her out. And so now you know which one to grab, right? Okay. But you know what, the reason that he gave me this seam ripper is somebody tried it. I have known this company, this Heritage Crafts and Claire McCarnes. You all know her for years with her stiletto. But somebody on the internet said that it was the best seam ripper out there. So everybody started going nuts ordering it. And that must be really cool. Claire and her husband have actually given their business to their granddaughter, to his granddaughter. And so now a new generation is taking it over. That's cool. But you know that if anything happens to your stiletto or your seam ripper, like if the cap won't stay on or something like that, you can send it back to them and they'll repair it for you. Yeah. I gave mine to Claire and she came back looking like new. Okay, so now we're going to swirl clockwise. So just swing around there, open up that center, mush it good. Woo! Very good. Okay, so then just swirl it. And whenever I look at the antique quilts and you have a spot like this where 8 pieces come together, oh my gosh, they didn't know what to do. But this just makes it so nice and flat. Cool. Okay, so now, let me see. Now turn the page, beep. Okay, corners. We got corners. They are, okay, so, it says cut 3.5-inch squares for corners in half on one diagonal, okay? It starts out as 3.5-inch squares, and in bold, as bright as we could put it, it says to change the seam allowance to a generous 1/4-inch seam. And I will tell you why. Because when you square these up with a regular seam allowance, they're a real odd measurement, like 8 5/8. Nobody likes that, right? We like it all neat and tidy, like 8.5, right? So if you make your seam generous, so if it's 3.5 center needle position now, I'm going to go -1 and move my seam to 3.0. So all I did was move my needle slightly to the left. That's all I did. Moved it slightly to the left. And now I'm just going to go ahead and cut these bottoms off. With my foot, my foot here, it's kind of hard to sew past these little things that are sticking out. And there I'm just going to trim a little bit more. But if they don't get in the way of your foot, don't worry about it. Teresa doesn't trim these off. So it's just another step, and they're little and they're cute. And if you need to do a little straightening, right now is the time to do it. But that doesn't take long. The whole block doesn't take long. I've been doing this in real time. How much time did it take me so far? Not much. Okay, now I like it wrong side up. And I am doing the star center. So I'm supposed to sew light corners on dark triangles. Okay. And so I like to do it wrong side up because if you just go like this, then it's better to see. The better to see, my dear. They're equal tips hanging out, right? Pretty good. And since now I'm kind of fooling around, it's not a real good time to assembly line sew because you've got, you're going to do a lot of individual blocks. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it each time, just slide it around. Can you see already that the seam is larger? Okay, and just slip this on there. Yes, questions? How are we doing? Great? Yep. You're with me? Yes. Good. It's really easy. And I really enjoyed doing mine. And yes, I did it on the design wall. We did it up in Julian. We had our egg hunt up there. What fun. We had, did I tell you how much money we had hidden? $45. And the little 4-year-old found the egg with $20. And she said, I got one. And we're all going, what do you mean you got $20? They didn't know. Orion's little girl, she was running out in front. Kylie and Jonas were kind of having a race trying to see who could get to the eggs the first. It was really fun. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now what does it say? How am I supposed to press my seam now? Press seams on the light corners in. I'm supposed to press the seams in, okay? So always take watch and see. So you could set it just like that, but then all you do is just open up your triangle and whoop, turn under that seam and go right in there. Okay? So watch. It tells you every time how to press your little corners, and they change as you're doing the traditional kaleidoscope, or if you're just going to make one like I'm making now. These colors are really pretty, aren't they? I really like them. I dressed to match my quilt. I did, didn't I? The skirt's great. Oh, I'm so lucky. Patty was in my office last night. She wanted to do something. I said, oh, I got to hurry up and get over to Ross because I have skinny winter clothes, but I don't have any skinny summer clothes. She said, I have some. I'll go home and get them for you. Was that nice? I know. I thought, ooh, sisters are great. Okay, so now comes squaring up. This is the 9.5-inch square up ruler, which is absolute best one for it. It's really easy to do. Okay, so you really want to square up to 8.5. So the very middle, the diagonal lines going corner to corner. What's right in the middle? What's half of 8.5? 4 1/4. This should be good for you, Linda. Aren't you a math major? You're with me, huh? You can't believe how once you start using a calculator, you can't even think. But I cannot believe this because I want to make it 8.5. See along here? how good that matches over here. It's right at 8.5. It's 8.5 right up here. Down here it's even 8.5. Doing that wider seam really helps. And see how I've got the 1/4 inch left there? So I would recommend, even if it's a not perfect 8.5, I would maintain that 1/4 inch seam allowance before anything. But it just happened to work out really nice. Really good. Woo! I love it, I love it. Okay, so now we go to the design wall. Okay, so I love the pictures that we did. Look at page 13. See? Page 13. So it says to put out your blocks, your star center. This is my star center. And I'm going to do blue. And then leave a space, right? Okay. And then I'm going to do, oh, maybe I need to move a little one. Move. Okay, so one right here. Oh, I need a bigger space. I sure do, don't I? Okay, so like that. And do I have more? Oh, I got more green. So I'm just going to put that down there. But I had 13 star centers, and I just went to the design wall and just placed them like I thought I wanted to see them. Okay, that looks good.
You got 2 green ones right upside down.
I do. Fix it.
And put the blue in the middle.
You guys are so pushy. No, you're absolutely right. Sometimes you're too close to your work. That's why you have a design wall. Much better. So the greens are opposite. The greens are opposite. The reds are opposite. The blues in the middle. Okay, so now I'm going to take my green. Remember you started out, you had extras of these. You could cut 9. I sewed 4 in my block. I have 5 left. These are going to be my star points. So you just go like that, okay? So that's going to lay there just like that. And you just stand at the design wall and you start to place them. Turn them around. Whoa. We starting to see a star? Okay. Now, I can hardly tell you this by laughing. Don't say anything, Ryan. Okay, so now let's do blue, okay? So I have my blue triangles, and so I'm just going to put them in here. Huh? Oh, there's something that's happening that you don't know about it yet. Teresa did the sewing and she sewed these backwards. And look at this. What? Okay, whoop, let me see. I think I'll put it backwards. There we go. There we go. You get the idea? Thank you. Well, Ryan said this morning he wasn't ready for it. Ryan had no idea what was going on, but it was pretty funny. Okay, so see here, this is going here like this. That's good. And so you just keep on putting each one on. And eventually, you will have all 4 points right in here. All 4 points will be right in here. Let me see. How can I do this one? Whoop. Yep. No, the only ones that's right are the green ones. That looks good, doesn't it? So anyhow, you just keep on, and then you're right. You just step back and just look at the way it all goes together. I'm going to put one right in there. So you also have extra ones. And let me see. Maybe we should put this one. Oop. Right in there. There we go. That's good. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do in that spot?
Take the green and turn it upside down. Turn it backwards. Then it'll fit.
Here, we'll just, let me see. Okay. Okay, like this. There we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, so once you get all your star points, then you can just slide them on a ruler. And I would just do these one at a time. Sew them exactly as you just did already. And then when you are done, look how good that looks. Okay, so now you sew your corners on the light. Okay, look on the bottom of page 14. So see how the corners go right on the light. On the light. On the light. And then you square them up to 8.5 inches. And it's exactly the same way to go. Woo! Yay! Woohoo! That was pretty good, huh? Okay, and so these are just going to lock. I'm just going to lay these out for you, just so we see these two. This is so pretty, like to do just a little one, back and forth, and look how it looks right in the center. Fun. Beautiful. Yep, it's pretty amazing because whenever you flip them right sides together, whenever you can slide these two pieces against each other and just wiggle with your fingers, and then you open them up, that all matches right in that little seam. And that's it. Yay. Any questions? What do you want to know? Don't sew your pieces backwards. Yeah, that's what seam rippers are for, huh? So I hope you guys are going to try a kaleidoscope. It is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.